Good morning. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, PhD, DDS, ADHD, and all the other shit. But I'm running the show by myself today. It's the holidays, and I got people out there doing holiday stuff. So forgive me while I look for things like who knows? Oh yeah, like my introduction. I need that. You're probably used to hearing it. You probably can sing along with me the whole time. I don't know where it is. I'm looking for it. But something, forget it. I'm already live. I don't need the introduction. Um, but here we go. This is my introduction for those of you who are used to it and need it. It also gives me time to look for something else that I need to do up there. Got it. Here we go.
Come to me, my children. Follow the sound of my voice to receive thy blessings. Unburden yourself.
Ow, 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 ow. And welcome to the Church of Last Resort with the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll. The Church of Last Resort, where your prayers are heard, your sins forgiven, and no matter what you believe, you won't believe this shit. And now, the Reverend, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll.
There we go. Is that better? It's better for me. Like I said, I may fuck up a little bit because I don't have a backup in the backup. I don't have my backup, my studio people. I'm doing this live. And so let's see how it goes. And I'm probably doing it for posterity because I don't even know if there's anybody watching out there. It's really late in the season. It's the Sunday before a whole mess of holidays. And so probably nobody's even giving a shit about this, but this is my shit and I give it. All right. So good morning. Good morning, brothers and sisters. This includes any of our new members who may be enjoying us for the very first time, wherever you may be, wherever you want to be. Because you may not be where you want to be, there you are. Welcome to the Church of Last Resort. I am the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, PhD, DDS, ADHD, MCM, LIX. People have also called me the racy reverend, the pervert pastor, the vile vulgar vicar of vice. I like the alliteration on that one. The sexy shepherd, the missionary man, the dirty deacon of doggy style, the frisky friar, the ass man abbot, the booty banging brother, and that handsy high priest. I've also been called the holy ho, the divine dominating dominee. Was it domini? Yeah, I need to look that up. I know it's not domino because it ends with an I. The divine dominating dominee, the depraved preacher, the minister of making love, the clergy of cunning conversation while eating pussy, and that nasty N-word. The point is that I come by many names and by many methods, but I do not come easy. And let me put this on because, I'm not a reverend without this. Without this, I'm just some guy talking shit. But with that, there you go. I'm a reverend. Okay, pardon the glare on my glasses. Like I said, I do not have my backup, my producers in the background today. Technical difficulties on their part, or maybe they just want to sleep late. I don't know, but I'm at my computer doing this myself. So I'm going to ask you now to be forgiving and forgive me if I fuck up because I'm wearing many hats today. Actually, I'm not wearing any hats today, but I'm wearing many responsibilities, which is a symbol of a hat, I think. And that doesn't matter. Let us begin, as always, let us begin in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor. Can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, there we go. See, third fuck up already. Too many fuck yeahs. But that's not anybody's fault. That's stuck on the loop. And I didn't realize that until just now because I didn't get a chance to test it. Doesn't matter. The more fuck yeahs, the better. If you've ever been out in the real world and things are going crazy, you know for a fact that the more fuck yeahs, the better it is. Yes, indeed. So, it is time for our opening prayers. Now, if you or anyone you know is in need of a prayer by me, the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll, please send your request for prayer, a healing, forgiveness, or any such request to me at Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll at gmail.com. Okay? And please remember to spell roll with an E on the end. Otherwise, that other Jelly Roll, not me, will receive your prayer. And he won't hear your prayer because that's not his job. It's not my job. It's not his job. It's my job to look out for your well-being. He doesn't give a shit about your well-being. As a matter of fact, if he did, who knows? I have no idea. I have no idea what he would, if he cares. He's a country music star, a country rap music star, and he probably doesn't even care about his own things, let alone about your things. See? No. So please remember to put that E on the end. Okay? It's very important. So, and if you're watching instead of just listening, you can see how it's spelled right at the bottom as it scrolls along. It just scrolls, or because of my last name, it just rolls along. Okay? All right. There we go. Now, for our disclaimer, while all prayers are heard, not all prayers are answered when we want them to be. Some loopholes and restrictions may apply. So please bow your heads unless you're driving your car or your significant other. And if that is the case, just close your eyes and let Jesus do this part. That's right. Let Jesus do this part. The worm. Or driving, depends. Not driving, depends. Sorry. That's because the way society is set up now, almost no one can say depends in the way depends was meant to be said and not throw in a diaper joke. It's just taken over the way we speak. And a lot of stuff is like that. You can't hear a word and without going into something else, and depends is one of those words. So here we go. Dear Lord, please bless Brother Duncan Norvell. Brother Duncan Norvell was a comedian. He was known for his trademark catchphrase, "Chase me." He has died at the age of 66. His management team paid tribute in a statement saying, quote, "All I can say is Duncan was a comedy genius and British icon ahead of his time who loved show business," close quote. Really? All I can say? Really? That's all I could say, because I didn't know him. That's all. I could say that. I didn't even know him. Surely they could have said something else. Did he like animals? What was his favorite food? Was he kind to other comics? Did he make other comics watch him masturbate? Did he like it when strangers walked up to him and said, "Caught you"? Because his catchphrase was "Chase me." So they walk him and go, "Caught you." Did he like that? Or did he go, "Oh, stop it, I've heard it a million times. I'm tired of that shit"? We don't know. But they knew. If they knew him, I don't know. I don't know him. Everything I know is in this thing right here. He rose to fame on ITV's Saturday World Variety Show, which aired in the early 1980s. He coined the catchphrase, "Chase me," on the hit series before appearing on other shows such as Through the Keyhole and Face to Face. Duncan was seen more recently on a Come Dine With Me special and Pointless Celebrities. As a matter of fact, I think he won that Pointless Celebrities, and there was a bunch of controversy behind that because they were saying because of his clout, they let him win. The producers, not the other comedians or the other celebrities. Other celebrities are like, "We wanted to win." And they kind of like rigged it so that Duncan would win. That's what I hear. Of course, I didn't know him, but I said that much. Yeah, I got, all right. His partner or his wife, Linda, also shared a tribute saying that, okay, this is not a tribute. saying he died from a chest infection and sepsis, but was not in any pain. Okay, that's not a tribute. Okay, maybe this is a tribute. Quote, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I cut and pasted this part. Quote, Duncan passed peacefully with myself and daughter Yasmin. Rest in peace, our comedy legend, so deeply loved and will be so very missed, close quote. Well, well, well. And with that, G.D. Fenderson moves up one more spot in the comedy hierarchy. Mm-mm-mm. Rest in peace, Duncan. Chase me? Can I get I caught ya? Yeah. Dear Lord, please bless, nah. Dear Lord, please bless Brother Zakir Hussein, Tabla Maestro. Now, I don't have the graphic up. I could show you what a tabla is. It's not French for table. It's a drum. It's a drum which is, actually, I think a tabla is a set of drums, like bongos. But it's kind of strange because you don't have one bongo. You have to have bongos. You have to have two bongos. But this is not tablas, unless tabla is the plural. But tablas is two of them. One, a smaller one and a bigger one, and they got ropes on it and strings, and I think you can adjust the tuning like a talking drum. But a talking drum, you can adjust the tuning in real time. You go like this. Boo, 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 boo. I have a talking drum. That's how I know that. But the tablas, if you're going to tune it, you have to do it beforehand. Best I can tell. I'm not a tabla expert, but this guy was. He was a tabla maestro, one of the world's most accomplished percussionists. He died at San Francisco Hospital on Monday due to complications arising from idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. That's a lung disease, for those of you who are not quite familiar with how diseases are named. The fact that it says pulmonary lets you know that it's lung. Fibrosis lets you know that it had bran and fiber. Idiopathic, well, we know pathic is like never mind. I don't know all that shit. He was 73. 73, okay? Hussein was laid to rest in San Francisco on Thursday, family sources said. Where exactly in San Francisco and what time was not immediately known. Okay? Sounds like one of those flash mob funerals I've heard so much about. If you've ever, flash mob funerals, that's when you just call people and text them and say, we're going to have a funeral, but you don't tell them where until the last minute. Then you do it, and then everybody shows up at the funeral in a flash as a mob. I think that's what flash mob means. I've never been to one. I was never invited. I'm not on anybody's short list or long list. I'm not on anybody's list for a flash anything. Flash drive. I'm not even on a list for that. Fuck it. Let alone a flash mob. The celebrated musician, one of India's most well-known, out of curiosity, and I can see you. I can see everybody out there. Out of curiosity, can any of you name another Indian musician other than Ravi Shankar? That's it. I know. All right. Somebody said Mahavishnu McLaughlin, but no. See, that he's not Indian. He's white, and he changed his name to Mahavishnu, whatever, Ram McLaughlin. He changed his name. And no, you're wrong. See, Montoya DVD, again, he's not Hindu. He's Hispanic. That's Carlos Montana, and that's the name he uses when he plays Indian music. See, there's no other famous Indian musician other than Ravi Shankar. Okay, he was a sitarist, one of my favorite. I loved him. He was a great favorite, one of my favorites. The guy was a beast on the sitar. Okay, as I was saying, the celebrated musician received 4 Grammy Awards in his career, spanning. Oh shit! Something. I just realized something. I put something away yesterday, forgetting that today was Sunday and I was going to need it. Damn it. It's okay. All right. 6 decades. Right. Here I go. Received 4 Grammys in his career spanning 6 decades. That's 60 years for those of you who are stuck in the Terrence Howard School of Math, all right? Including 3 at the 66th Grammy Awards earlier this year. He was also the recipient of the Padma Shri in 1988, the Padma Bhushan in 2002, and the Padma Vibhushan in 2023. And this is where I realized, damn it, my Sanskrit dictionary. I put away my Sanskrit dictionary because I meant to look up Padma, okay? And you say, whoa, you have a Sanskrit dictionary? And my question to you would be, you don't? Who the fuck doesn't have a Sanskrit dictionary? You know, at any rate, from memory, if memory serves me correctly, because I put away my damn dictionary, Padma means lotus, okay? So he has 3 awards, all of which are named the Lotus something. The Lotus Bhushan, the Lotus Shri, the Lotus Vibhushan. I don't know. It's like if we named all of our awards Oscar, the Oscar for movies, the Oscar for TV, and the Oscar for music. No. But we all know that Oscars are fish. So, fuck it. And fish lives in water, and lotuses is coming from water. There's a tie-in somewhere. If you really want to work hard, you do it. I don't want to work that hard. If I did want to work that hard, I'd have a real church instead of this virtual background here. All right. So, yes, here we go. So, rest in peace, Zakir. May you find nirvana. And when you do, tell Kurt Cobain hi for us. Can I get a dead celebrity that I've heard of? Dear Lord, please bless the people of Magdeburg, Germany, where at least 5 people have been killed, including a 9-year-old and 4 adults. They died in an attack at the Christmas market in the town of Magdeburg, Germany on Friday. Okay, the 4 other victims of the attack were adults. Over 200 people have been injured when a car plowed into the festive market goers in the eastern German city, 75 miles west of Berlin, according to the Minister President of Saxony-Anhalt, Rainer Hasselhoff. Okay, not Hasselhoff from the beach show, but this is Rainer Hasselhoff. It's not even Hasselhoff, it's Hasselhoff. That guy. The suspect has been captured, okay, and he was arrested. He is a 50-year-old Saudi citizen named Talib Al Abdul Mahassan, right? Talib Al shit. Let me see. Talib. Damn it. Let's see here. I know I can. Give me 1 second. I know I can get this name. I can work it out. Let me sound it out one more time. Let me try. Damn it.
Please stand by. We are having difficulties pronouncing Arabic names. Please stand by. Please stand by. We are having difficulties pronouncing Arabic names. Please stand by.
All right. That's it. So he arrived in Germany in 2006 and he worked as a doctor. Yes, that's right. The person doing all of that killing and maiming actually worked as a doctor. So Lars Fraumuller, a reporter for Germany's public broadcaster MDR, told the BBC Radio World Tonight he saw, quote, blood on the floor, close quote, as well as, quote, many doctors trying to keep people warm and help them with their injuries. That's right. Many doctors trying to keep people warm and help them with their injuries. All except for one Saudi doctor, Talib Al Abu Hassan. He was outside of his network. That's right. Can I get a lower copay? And finally, Lord, please bless the entire behind-the-scenes staff at MindDogTV.com. They are truly doing your work, helping to spread your word throughout the wordosphere. They could be anywhere today, but they are here wishing they were anywhere today. And that ought to count for something. MindDogTV.com, the place to go to get your Church of Last Resort gear. And if you want to buy something for Hanukkah, well, for Christmas, it's too late because we can't deliver in 3 days. But if you want to buy somebody a Kwanzaa gift or a Hanukkah gift, it's not too late because Hanukkah doesn't start for 3 more days and then it lasts for 8. See? And then Kwanzaa doesn't start for 4 more days and it lasts for 7. So if you order your stuff now, as long as you're not shipping it to Indiana, everybody should get their shit on time. So this is where it says loopholes and restrictions may apply. This is how it goes. If you order something and it goes through Indiana or to Indiana, they may not get it until next year. I got a cough and I want to do it in your face. There we go. So, brothers and sisters, let us have a little bump for the Lord. And I don't have my drinking bottle, but I have work to do after this, so I'm not going to do, well, shit, yeah, why not? No, yes, indeed. A little bump for the Lord. Thank you. That's good stuff. We got a bottle of good stuff for the holidays delivered to us in the mail, and that's it. That's good shit right there. So, brothers and sisters, in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck? Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. Yes, indeed. That one worked that time. See that? Yeah, I'm getting good at this. I'm getting so fucking good at this. I'm not gonna brag because I fucked with the first 2 minutes. I did start on time. I just didn't remember how to start, but I did hit the button and I was live, even though I didn't know what the fuck I was doing live. I was live. I started on time. I'm proud of myself. Not like last time. The first time I did this live, I didn't hit the button twice and I did a whole fucking show to myself. Nobody else was out there because it didn't go live. And I didn't find out until the next day. All right. So, before I start my sermon, I want to do a little, what's that thing called? A word from one of our sponsors.
Comedy at Governor's Comedy Club featuring Tony Walker, Stephen Ortiz, Ron Kane, G.D. Fenderson. Get your tickets today at seatengine.com at Governor's Comedy Club. Make your date night funny.
Yes, indeed. Now, that was not the sponsor I wanted to play, but that's the sponsor I played. But here we go. I'm gonna tell you, but let me share a little bit something about that show. Okay, it's in Levittown, New York, at the Governor's Comedy Club in the Giggle Room, January 24th. Now, if you are on the internets, like the Facebook, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram, maybe not the Twitter, the Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and you see that ad and you share it, okay? You share that ad, that promo, you get entered into a pool of people, not a clean pool. We clean the pool. It's not like one of those pools where people just piss in it all the time, but it's a clean pool. And you can win 2 tickets for that show in New York. Now, of course, now let's say you live in California. Obviously, unless you're going to be in New York on January 24th, winning those tickets doesn't help you. Unless you can still share it with the tickets and give it to people if you know people in New York, okay? That way, you don't have to buy them a Christmas gift, right? You just win the tickets and say, here's your gift, 2 tickets for a comedy show. All right, there we go. So it doesn't matter where you live or where you are in the world. If you know two people in New York who could use two comedy tickets, win the tickets and give them to them. And if you live in New York, win the tickets. Share that promo and win the tickets. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, indeed. Now, obviously, this is a Sunday before a bunch of shit happens. And so the sermon is going to be inspired by that. Yesterday, my wife Amona and I were on our way home from the market. We had stopped at the market to buy some stuff for Wednesday's dinner. All right. And we have on December 25th, every year, we have lasagna. So we were buying lasagna stuff. And we're on our way. And we said, we're hungry. We're hungry. So we ordered some food to be picked up on our way home. We had one of the little sub shops we drive past on our way home. And so we get out of the parking lot at the market and we go to turn right. And before we get to the corner, we see police lights and ambulance lights and fire truck lights. And we figure something bad has happened because, well, I live in Carroll County, and unless they're pulling over a black guy for a speeding ticket, you don't see that many police cars and an ambulance and a fire truck on scene. And we turned right, and all the other traffic was on the other side of the road coming. It was miles of backup. And you could drive by and you could see a car flipped over on its side. Okay. And I remember my wife Amona goes, "Thank God that's on the other side of the road." Because we were hungry. We didn't want to be stopping in traffic, So yes, it was like a Christmas miracle. And we drove home and we got to talking about the Rolling Stones and Charlie Watts. And from Charlie Watts, because he was a Rolling Stones drummer, but he really liked jazz. He didn't really enjoy playing the Stones music, but he enjoyed the Stones money. But his passion was jazz. And we got to talking about jazz drummers and stuff like that. And then we got home and we realized we were hungry. We said, what are we going to eat? Well, we were supposed to eat the food we didn't pick up. We had to go back out. We drove past the place where the sandwiches were waiting for us. We drove right past it and got home and said, we're hungry. What are we going to eat? How about the food that we paid for online? Let's eat that shit. So we went back out and got that. I told you that story because, I don't know, because I hadn't written a sermon when I thought of it and I just made a note of it. So there we go. There. So you happy? I fucked up. There. So, people out there, this is the Sunday before a bunch of holidays, okay? A bunch of holidays. And it's kind of rare. I'm stalling because I put something in here that I wanted to read and I put it at the end. And so here we go. In honor of the three holidays being so close together, we here at the Church of Last Resort have refashioned a poem. You may recognize the poem. I'm not going to say the name because I may have to pay something, but you'll recognize what it's supposed to be. But it's our tribute to all three holidays, three big holidays, being like within 2 days of each other. Twas the Sunday before we celebrated. Twas the Sunday before we celebrated three holidays en masse. There was Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and of course, Christmas. All three to be so close is quite rare. But let's face it, there's only one for which most people care. While Hanukkah and Kwanzaa can leave wax on your head, it is Christmas that leaves kids full of dread. And no, I blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. See, while all three are important, when it comes to the latter, well, let's face it, only Christmas matters. Okay, blah 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 blah. I'm too tired, too broke, and too drunk in hindsight. I must say, all in all, though, 'twas a good night. All right, it's a long fucking poem. Long fucking poem. If you want to see the poem that the church wrote in its entirety, too fucking bad, because that's the only copy I got, and I can't put it out there just yet. Now, I want to talk about the other two holidays, not the Christmas one, because here's the deal, okay? Holidays is actually supposed to be holy days, all right? Holy days. And holy days, as a general rule of thumb, have rituals, okay? It's done a certain way. It's like if you ever go to a Catholic church, they have a formula. You go to most churches, they have a formula. They have like the community reading, and then they have the prayers. And even on this rinky-dink thing, I have a formula. It doesn't look like a formula, but I do. I have a opening thing that I do, and then we go to the obits, the dead peoples, okay, and then we plug something, and then we do the sermon, and we plug something else, and then we have the closing. All right, that's the way it's supposed to work. It doesn't always work like that. The thing is, when something is holy, almost all holy things have a ritual. Okay, Kwanzaa, it has a ritual. You light the first candle at sundown of the first night, and you start off with the center candle on a menorah. You have a menorah. Okay, you have a way of doing things. In Kwanzaa, same thing. You have a ritual, you have candles, and you light the middle one first, and then you're alternating between a red candle and a green candle on either side. Okay, same thing. It's a ritual because these are, quote, holy days. Now, Christmas, on the other hand, that's just do what the fuck you want. You can celebrate Christmas because it's got Santa. You can celebrate Christmas because it's Jesus. You can celebrate Christmas because it's about the tree. You can celebrate Christmas because it's about the kids. You can celebrate Christmas because it's about the money. You can celebrate Christmas. See what I'm saying? That doesn't sound so holy. So that's why, that's probably what happened in Germany. Okay? That guy was celebrating Christmas by running over people with his car at the Christmas market because there's no ritual. There's nothing left holy about it. I'm not saying that that's true, but you can't say otherwise. You can't disprove me yet until you talk to the doctor, whose name I'm not going to try to say without reading it in front of me. But Christmas, so Christmas is like a catch one, catch all. Anybody can do any fucking thing they want. They can throw snowmen in the front yard. They can light their candles. They can light bulbs. They can have an LED space drone display. It doesn't fucking matter. But when you got a Hanukkah, Hanukkah, it's a ritual. Like for example, it is forbidden to light a fire on the Sabbath. Okay, on the Sabbath. You can't light a fire. But Hanukkah starts on the 25th. Okay, the Sabbath is the 27th. Hanukkah is still going to be going on. All right, and since you're not allowed to do work on the Sabbath, you cannot light a fire on the Sabbath. So that means you have to light your candle early. You can't light it at sundown because sundown the Sabbath starts. So for that day of Hanukkah, you have to light it like 18 minutes before sundown. Okay, and then make sure you have like extra oil because you're lighting it early, or a larger candle so it lasts longer. All right, this is what I mean by holy and ritual. Okay, it's done a certain way. Okay, they have a rule for it. Okay, that's how it's done. Kwanzaa, for example, has its rules. Yeah, and Hanukkah has like a prayer, a separate prayer that you say for each night of Hanukkah. Okay, they talk about the 12 days of Christmas, and that's something somebody fucking made up. It was a song, and then people go, okay, yeah, 12 days of Christmas. No, there was no reason for that. There was somebody threw that shit. Somebody's making money off of that because they only give the gifts to one night. Okay, they say 12 days because they know some people are going to be late with the fucking gifts. They say we'll just keep giving. Fuck it. Now, let's say Kwanzaa. Okay, Kwanzaa has a way rules to celebrate. You decorate your home with the symbols of Kwanzaa. Okay, you hang Kwanzaa flags. Okay, and here's a very important part: you greet others in the Kwanzaa way. Yeah. All right. You say what? Yeah. How do you greet people in the Kwanzaa way? I didn't even know there was a Kwanzaa way. Is it like a black handshake? And you go like whoop, 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 pop, pop, pop the elbows and tap a little, that kind of thing. What is the Kwanzaa way? Well, I'm going to try to help you out here. See, Kwanzaa is it's called a black holiday because its origins are black in nature. But believe me, as soon as they can make enough money off of it, it'll stop being a black holiday and it'll start being a commercial success. They're still working on that. All right. But the name Kwanzaa comes from Mutanda ya Kwanza. Okay. And that's a Swahili phrase meaning first harvest or first fruits. Now, see, there you go. You're fucked up right there. First harvest and first fruits in December? No, your first harvest is like October, November. That's when your first harvest is, okay? So they just wanted a holiday to compete with Christmas and Kwanzaa. They said, well, we want a holiday too. Because if you're going to have a holiday like that, you don't call it first harvest or first fruits. Not in December. There are no more fruit left in December unless you're in the Southern Hemisphere. Wait a minute. Huh. Now I had to think about this. If they have fruit in Swahili, not Swahili, fuck it. The point is, and here's the other thing: Kwanzaa is actually spelled with 6 letters, not 7. They added the 7th letter because they wanted see the children are supposed to ask like a question, kind of like from the Passover, like, why is this day different than all the rest? See, and a child, will say, ask a question about the tribute or whatever it is for that day, and there's 7 of those, but there are only 6 letters in Kwanzaa, so they added another letter, a second A, just so that the 7 children present at the first Kwanzaa could be represented. Okay, that's it. That's the only word that is spelled with 2 A's, because there were 7 kids and not 6. If there'd been 6 kids, Kwanzaa would have still been spelled with 1 A. And the thing is, since it's a Swahili word, nobody in the United States would even know that they added that second A. They wouldn't even give a fuck. Okay, now. Here's what something. It says to greet each other in the Kwanzaa way. All right. So December 26th is when Kwanzaa starts, and you're supposed to you greet people the Kwanzaa way by saying Habari Gani. All right. Yeah. Habari Gani. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's Swahili. I didn't take Swahili. Okay. But that's it. And that means roughly, what is the news? Okay. So someone says to you, Habari Gani, and you're supposed to answer back in the Kwanzaa way. All right. So on the first day of Kwanzaa, when they say Habari Gani, you answer back Naguzo Saba. Okay. And that is, I think. No, I'm sorry. That's not what you say. You say Umoja. It means unity. So each day, in the Kwanzaa way, someone says to you, what's the news? And you reply back, unity on the first day. And on the second day, they say, what's the news? And you say, self-determination on the second day. All right. That's how you say. It's complicated. But the thing is, it's a ritual because it's supposed to be there a holy day, not a holiday. On Christmas, or for Christmas, people say Merry Christmas, or Happy Christmas, or Happy Holidays, or Season's Greetings. And depending on where you are in the country and who you voted for in the last election, you're offended if it's said the wrong way. Okay? Because, to be honest, not everybody celebrates Christmas or Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. All right? So why not just say Season's Greetings? That way everybody's covered. Now, I'm not ignorant. I don't celebrate Christmas. The other day, or yesterday, Saturday? Yeah, yesterday, somebody said, Merry Christmas. And I said, same to you. All right. I don't have to say it back. I said, same to you. Thank you. Same to you. All right. I don't even have to say it back. Whatever they said, they could have said, eat shit and die. And I'd say, thank you. Same to you. See, whatever they put out, I just give it back to them. I don't have to believe in it. I don't have to celebrate it. And it's no big deal. There's no skin off my back. Okay. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just saying whatever you say to me, I'm saying back to you. And I don't even really have to say it. So people, stop it. All this shit. Oh my Lord. So that's how you do it in the Kwanzaa way. Or as we say, Kwanzaa mechanics. All right. And then you light the Kinara, and you throw in some fun activities. You have a big feast on the 6th day, and you give gifts. All right. No biggie deal. All right. Now I have to find my place. Fuck it. I don't need a place. I had a place, and I don't know where it is. But while I look for that place, do me a favor and pay attention to another word from another sponsor. You know what the sponsor is. I play it every week because I don't have any real sponsors, but they are sponsored. MindDogTV.com.
Comedians, musicians, songwriters, filmmakers, authors, and podcasters. Coffee with the Dog is booking for the
fall and winter
now. Get free publicity and hone your interview skill in a fun and safe setting. Coffee with the Dog is a live radio, live stream podcast based in New York that airs daily Monday to Friday 9 a.m. to 11 o'clock in syndication on iHeartRadio, as well as video streaming platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and many other platforms. Guests usually come on remotely via StreamYard, like Zoom but easier, although occasionally we do in-studio interviews. The morning show focuses mainly on comedians and musicians, and they have interviewed many top names and classic celebrities such as Robert Klein, Mike Binder, Eddie Brill, Doug Stanhope, Steve Byrne, Paul Provenza, Jeff Altman, and many, many others. For booking, go to minddogtv.com/booking.
There we go. I was busy typing. I was typing a message to a person behind the scenes and I didn't get it finished to type the sentence. I had to stop mid-sentence. So it's like right middle sentence I had to stop. It's like, the thing is over with. There we go. Now, if I type faster, I couldn't finish the sentence. And right now they're reading, I couldn't what? He couldn't what? Holy Lord. He didn't have time to take a dump before the show? He did not. Because he had to set things up. But that's not what I was writing. It says he couldn't, what else couldn't he do? He couldn't have the show in front of his regular spot. I could not, because I didn't know I was going to have backup. So I was setting up my virtual lion instead of my real lion. And so I had to do that. I'm going to tell him what I couldn't do so that he could hear me. What I couldn't do was coordinate what I needed him to do, because that's what I didn't have time to do. See, there's certain things that people, this is what happens. We have people in the background. Usually it's either Matt Napo, or it's one of the Native American guys from the Hookachobee tribe. One of those two are usually in the background running things, okay? And depending on which one it is, if it's the Hookachobee guy, he does one thing. He runs things one way because the Hookachobee guy is part of their Native American heritage to be stoned when they're working. That's it. I'm not casting disparage. I'm not casting dispersions upon them. That's just true. Okay. When that guy is here, he's high. All right. And he runs things a little bit differently than when Matt is here. When Matt is running things, he's not high. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's tired. There's a difference. Okay. Now they both run things differently. So, but today I got somebody running things who never run it before. And we didn't have an opportunity for me to say to him, okay, because he doesn't know. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even watch the show. He doesn't even know what I do. So it's not even like he goes, when I say, can I get a fuck yeah, and something like that, he doesn't know. He doesn't know that when I say, okay, here we go. If I say, this is it. If Matt were here or the Indian guy were here, and I say, can I get a fuck yeah, this is what they do. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah. They would do that. See, right away. Can I get a fuck yeah? Fuck yeah. See, but the guy behind the scenes now doesn't know to do that. See, he has the. See, he doesn't do the fuck yeah. He does the oh no. He doesn't know. He hasn't been trained, and we didn't have time to train him. All right. So yes. All right. And like when I do the when I do this, when I drink a little bit, a bump for the Lord, when I start drinking, Matt does this. See, so you hear the liquid going down me drinking, but he doesn't do that. The guy, the new guy in the background, when I do this, you hear this.
Christ, did a cow shit in here?
That's what I'm talking. Yeah, see, and that's not exactly the same thing. Yeah. Because he doesn't know what to do. And that we didn't get a chance to go over that. He doesn't realize we're trying to build a chemistry. Now, here's the deal. There's a guy out there from another show who watches this show occasionally and critiques this show, and he complains about the lack of chemistry. Okay, he goes, they don't have any chemistry. You know something? And it's half true. But today it's really true. Today is really true. Today we don't have any chemistry because the person in the background, I think he's there just to make sure I don't slit my own throat, and if I do, to cut the commercial.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, see, that's what he's there for. And he's also saying, what does that do? All right, that's what that does. He said, now he's like, holy shit, now I didn't know I had all this power. He's like, I got all this fucking power. I can do anything I want now. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there. Now, I lost my place, but I'm gonna if I was standing up, and if I was standing up and I was in front of my regular thing, I could bullshit you and pull out the breakdown board whenever I wanted to stall for time, and I could just draw shit on the breakdown board. But because I'm sitting down in front of the computer, I don't have a breakdown board. All right, so I'm gonna have to bullshit you in a whole different kinds of ways. I'm gonna have to be creative with the way I bullshit you or stall for time. I got to kill like 10 minutes. I got to kill 10 minutes because like the last 2 minutes is just prayers and stuff like that. All right. So, I'm going to share a little story about, I don't know how to do this and make it funny yet because I'm not used to talking about this, but, I'm going to, you know something, here we go. Because I've talked about this before, and I'm going to do it again. So right now, if there are any kids watching, get them out the room, okay? Any kids, get the kids out the room right now. Matter of fact, first of all, why would you let your kids watch a minister who says things like fuck and shit and cunt? Why would you let you're a bad parent, okay? Get the kids out the room. I'll give you a couple of seconds to do that. Well, I'll give you. I'm gonna play this. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna play that. But yeah, you get the kids out the room. Are they out? Are they gone? Good. They should have been gone as soon as I said the first fuck yeah. You should have gotten the kids out of the room then. Like at 1 minute into the show, that's when you should have gotten rid of the kids. As soon as they're like fuck yeah, get rid of the kids. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. The other guy knows that that's stuck on a loop, and he knows he has to stop it. This guy. He's like, what the fuck? I didn't know. Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. We're learning. We're learning. And you know what the funny thing is? He'll probably never do this again, but he's trying real hard to learn this today. And or maybe Matt's grooming him. Maybe he's being groomed. It's like Matt wants to slowly drop out and never do this again. And he's like grooming him and saying, okay, I want you to take over for me because I'll be dead in January. You know, maybe he's bequeathing. Yeah, maybe he's bequeathing. That's it. I don't know. We haven't talked about it. Matt is old. He could die at any time. So it would be appropriate for him to start bequeathing things. Now, what I want to talk about is something I should have talked about a couple of weeks ago. And I may have, I can't remember. And if I did, say something. If you hear something, say something. You hear something funny, it's news to me. All right. So here we go. When I was about 4 years old, I went to my father and I said, Dad, I don't think there's a Santa Claus. And he goes, what? I said, I don't think there's a Santa Claus. And he goes, why? And I laid out my case to him. Why didn't I think there was a Santa Claus? And he says, no, there's Santa Claus is real. I said, no, I don't think Santa Claus is real. And I explained to him with 4-year-old logic why I did not believe Santa Claus could be real. Now, at that point, my older brother and my older sister, I do not know if they believed in Santa Claus or not. They acted like they believed in Santa. And here's the deal. If they were pretending to believe in Santa Claus for me, and my mother and father were pretending to believe in Santa Claus for me, and I was the youngest, and I no longer believed there was a Santa Claus, why are they keeping up the lie? It's like, okay, we're all in on it. There's no Santa Claus. Oh, did I just say that out loud? I told you to get the kids out the fucking room. Now they know there's no Santa Claus. All right? Yeah, I told you, get the kids out the room. And I didn't tell you why, because if the kids are in the room, I didn't want to say there's no Santa Claus in front of the kids. I was trying to get you time to get the kids out of the room. All right? There's no Santa Claus. All right? So what kind of a parent are you to lie to your kids repeatedly, year after year? Say, there's a Santa Claus. There's a Santa Claus. You have to be good because Santa Claus won't bring you toys. And guess what? Most of the times you still bring them toys. Okay? But it's a control thing. You lie to your kids to try to control them because you can't control your own kids. Well, guess what? Nobody can. All right? Nobody can control kids. Nobody. They're feral creatures that come out of our wombs and we keep making them. But we need replacements. You know, they're better than the alternative. The alternative to kids are pets and robots. That's the alternative to kids. You don't want to leave your stuff to pets because, in case you had noticed, pets really don't have an idea about how things work. Okay? They don't know where food comes from. They don't know you need money to buy food. All right? I have my cat. My cat walks around the house and he does this. He calls me this. My cat has a name for me. All right? When my cat wants me, my cat walks into the room and goes, meow. Okay? Every time. As soon as he walks in the room, as soon as she walks in, she goes, meow. That's what she calls it. She doesn't use that sound any other time. As a matter of fact, right now, my cat probably just woke up and goes, why is he calling himself? What's wrong? And she'll probably come in here and go, meow, and want to know why I'm saying that. Why am I calling myself? That would be like if I was saying, Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll. Talk to myself. And I don't have to do that when I'm talking to myself. I could just say me. But that's not what she calls me. She doesn't call me me. She says, like that. Now, I think that's her native cat name for me. And I think that name means person who opens shit. Okay? Because that's what I do for her. I open doors. I open windows. I open jars to feed her. I open cans to feed her. Open bags to feed her. I'm the guy who opens shit. When she wants something open, she walks into the room, she goes, ah! And I go out and I open something. I know that's what it is. Okay, that's it. She doesn't know that if I don't have anything to open, I have to go to the store to get more stuff to open. Okay, otherwise her name would not be one who opens shit. It would be guy who goes to store to buy shit to open for me. But that's not it. So pets don't know how things work. All right. So we can't leave our stuff to pets. Okay. And my cat has a different name for my wife, Amona. My wife, Amona, the cat calls her person who rubs me. All right. That's it. When she walks into the room, she knows that my wife, Amona, is there to rub her. All right. And that's it. That's her name. She has two names for us. Person who opens shit, person who rubs her. That's it. All right. That's it. That's what she thinks. Now, kids don't get that. And no matter, something, the cat is like 13 or 14 years old. She hasn't learned anything else about us. That's all she knows about us. After 13 years. Now, if you have kids after 13 years, they learn other things about you. They learn that you're the person who rubs them. You're also the person who opens shit, but you're also the person they can manipulate and make feel guilty and buy them shit. All right. That's what kids do. Now, robots, on the other hand, well, they're not good replacements for us because, for one, again, they have no appreciation about hard work because robots were created so that we wouldn't have to do hard work. But it's not hard work to them. It's just work because that's what they're programmed to do. Here's the deal. The point I'm trying to make is, why are we lying to our children? All right. What you do when you lie to your children, you become a liar. Okay. Like I said, to my cat, I am the person who opens shit. That's who I am. To a child, if I raise my kids with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy, I'd be the guy who lies to them. All right. That would be my name, the guy who lies to them. And when they get older and they need advice, they're not going to come to me. Then they say, Dad, they're not going, when they say, I want to know about sex, they're not going to come to me because I'm the guy who lies to them. All right. When they want to know about drugs, they're not going to come to me because I'm the guy who lied to them. They're going to go to their friends. And guess what? Their friends also going to lie to them, but their friends are going to give them drugs. And that's the lie they want to hear, that the drugs are good. You don't know. I don't know if they're good. The drugs are good or bad because I don't know what drugs they're taking. And I would know if my kids trusted me because if I hadn't lied to them for the first 4 or 5 years of their life, they would trust me and tell me what drugs they're taking. And I'd know if they were good drugs or bad drugs. The point is, don't lie to your kids. Okay. Don't lie to your kids. Don't tell them about Santa. Tell them the truth. Say, look, I worked my ass off to get these things for you. Your mom and I, or your dad and I, we worked, or there may not be two parents. Fuck it. Fuck the other parent for now. Let's talk about you, because I don't know if the other parent's in the picture. You tell your kid, I worked my ass off to get this for you. All right? Tell them the truth. And don't lie to them. Say, well, if you're bad, Santa won't give you shit. Say, if you're bad, I won't give you shit. Or I will give you shit. I'm going to give you some shit, but ain't the shit you want. That iPhone, that's not the shit you're going to get. You're going to get a whooping, or you're going to get punished, or you're going to get a boot, or you're not going to get, I'm not taking you to McDonald's. I'm not going to slowly kill you with bad food by taking you to McDonald's. I'm going to slowly kill you, or I'm going to make you wish you were dead by making you eat vegetables. All right? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you need to be honest with your kids. And if you can't afford something, just tell them, look, I can't afford it. I know your friends have $400 tennis shoes, but guess what? They don't feel any better than the $50 tennis shoes I'm about to buy you. They don't feel any better. Or if you want, I'll buy you $50 tennis shoes and $14 for Dr. Scholl's. And those shoes will be $65, but they'll feel much better than those other shoes. All right? Yeah. No, you don't. Guess what? Your shoes do not light up. You know something? Shoes aren't supposed to light up. Shoes are supposed to keep your feet from getting rocks in the bottom of the soles. That's what shoes are for. If you want something to light up, okay, here's a flashlight. Shine them on your fucking shoes. I'll get you some reflective tape, all right? It's a homemade gift. It's something I made for you out of love. The point is, don't go broke over and lie to your children. Okay, tell them the truth. Say, I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I can't buy you this. I can't buy you that. But we will work together to figure out what we can do. All right. And you teach them pride so that they're proud in themselves, regardless of what kind of clothes they're wearing. They don't have to have the name brands. They have your name, and that's their brand. Okay. Be something that they can be proud of. All right. Now, I'm up to like 11 seconds left, and I ran way over. I was only supposed to kill time for like 2 minutes, and I killed it for a lot longer. So here's the deal. I'm running over. I said, okay, I'm gonna run over by 1 minute. I want to thank all of you, especially Brother Stephen, the sitcom Ortiz, for being in the background and supporting me. I want to thank all of you who have joined my fledgling YouTube channel or my Facebook page, Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll. Thank you. On behalf of the Church of the Last Resort and the entire Roll family, my wife Amona Roll, my kids Cinnamon and Jelly Jr., our cat Tootsie, our dog Stop Dropping, I wish you safe travels and whatever holiday you're celebrating. I don't care if it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Boxing Day. I don't solstice. I don't give a shit. Whatever you're celebrating, please celebrate it with joy in your heart. Okay, celebrate it with joy in your heart, so you're not one of those miserable fucks that go out and trying to hurt other people because you're miserable. Find the joy. Okay, and if you're lonely, reach out to somebody. All right. If you really honestly reach out to somebody, if you need to, just reach out. Then you know something. If you need someone to talk to, honestly, email me right there. I will talk to you if I have time, because I may be busy with other shit. You're not my first priority because I don't know you. But if you're lonely, I'll find time to talk to you. All right. So please, for God's sake, and if you don't believe in God, for your sake, okay. If you don't have to be alone, don't be alone. All right? Find some joy out there, and if you can, if you're still around, join us next week. Now, I'm not saying that in a bad way, like you're still around, like don't kill yourself. I'm saying if you're still around, like you thought this show was worthy of you wanting to come back, fine, that's great. I hope so. We'll be here at 9 a.m. Eastern Orthodox time. All right, Mind Dog TV and everywhere else that our word is heard. So, brothers and sisters, and let's see if our person, if Stephen can do the last fuck yeah one time. I'm giving him a heads up. I'm giving him a heads up that there's a fuck yeah coming up. Okay. All right. So, in the name of George Carlin, in the name of George Carlin, Robin Williams, and Richard Pryor, can I get a fuck yeah? Thank you. God bless. Or whoever. Shamalama ding dong. And guess what? You got to play the outgoing music. That's what you got to do. No, you keep playing that. You got to keep playing that. This thing here. Oh, there we go.